wearing a turkey costume. They got the vehicle. It's gray. They said the suspect is, I'm guessing the suspect is telling her these things. So, the suspect arrived in the vehicle, doesn't know if the suspect is on drugs, doesn't know if anybody is currently in danger, and before the swatter, disconnected the call, he said that he was walking into the store. All right. And so this is the conversation between, again, I'll say again, the conversation between the dispatcher who created this report, Mackenzie, and the swatter. And I highlighted her in the turquoise, right? So turquoise, this is where she's, and the red is going to be APD 5136. So this is the dispatcher that's communicating with the police. So as soon as she got this call, she dispatched another dispatcher, and that dispatcher contacted the police. And that dispatcher's job was getting a unit out there, and so we have the unit that got out there, and the first unit, as I highlighted in red. So we have APD 3306, and we'll actually look at the because we have the personnel files right here. So 3306 right here is going to be Officer Williams, Algernon Williams, and we have another officer too. That was a secondary officer, and that's going to be Rose. So Officer Rose, Officer Darren Rose, and Officer Algernon Williams. Those are going to be the primary and secondary officers. And I'll explain why I highlighted that in a second. But yeah, so the first unit was dispatched at 1642. And right here, 1642.30, that's when it was dispatched. And this kind of matches with APD 3306, which, that's Officer Williams, right? So this is going to be our primary officer. Now, the primary officer didn't actually show up first. He showed up second. But he's still the primary officer because the first officer is the one who holds them at gunpoint, and he needs somebody to do commands. So the first officer isn't actually the primary. It's going to be the one who's secondary. Yeah. Also, I mean, Dozen Roses thinks that Bezo hired them, but there's no proof. Dozen Roses got that information from the Swatters, which he believes for some reason. So, yeah. I mean, why would Bezo use his own name to swat himself? It's kind of stupid, right? Why would you do that? I can't tell if he's trolling or if he's like that dumb. Probably like a little bit of both, I think. Anyways. So yeah, we can see that like the dispatch time will match the time that the first officer responds. And I think who gets primary, like what dictates the primary officer, is who gets dispatched first. And we see APD 3303, that's Officer Rose. He showed up, I believe, before the first one that was dispatched. So he showed up first, probably because he was nearest to the location. But it doesn't matter though, because he wasn't dispatched first. All right. And we have a total of 15 officers that showed up to this location. And right here, I didn't highlight it all, but every single unit name, every single unit number, it'll show you when they were dispatched, when they were en route, and when they arrived, and when they cleared. All right. Now this is important because when I get body cam footage, I definitely want to look at a call of service report first, because I want to see what officer showed up, who was there the longest, who left first, things like that. So right here we know just by looking that the primary officers are Unit 3306 and Unit 3303, which again, Officer Williams and Officer Rose. So if I were to get body cam footage from this incident, I would only want the primary and secondary officers. Okay, it's going to cost me less money, and it'll probably give me the best footage. There'll probably be interviews in there with Bezo and everything. So that's why I would do that. Is Gavin in here? Oh yeah, you can get the fuck out of my chat. Can we get a mod to hide that guy? let's just hide him on the channel. Yeah, you suck, bro. Anyways, yeah, so that's how I would go about getting the footage. So we'll scroll down and we'll see what the first unit was communicating with dispatch. So right here we got code 235031R, and 23 means disorderly person, and 50 means person shot.
That's nice to hear.
Now that's not exactly what happened, but these are just reports, right? And then we have 31R, which means rifle deployment. So that means that the officer is deploying his rifle. So the officer is basically telling the dispatcher, you know, he's telling 235031R, disorderly person, possible shooting, I'm deploying my rifle for officer safety. That's what's going on. That's what he's communicating to dispatch. He then says 67. Now this is an emergency thing. 67, he's basically saying hold radio traffic. So this is like this is what happens when there's like a serious situation, and they're holding all non-emergency radio traffic because they may need to make an emergency transmission. They may need to call for medical. Anything can happen. Serious call. And 2 minutes later, just about 2 minutes later, the unit did advise that it was a prank call. Oh yeah, I did a Pasta Boy video. Yeah, I like him. Anyways, and then we have a 3395 copied on call. And so this means that what's going on is another call happened simultaneously while this was going on. And sorry to interrupt myself. Yes, Gavin is the guy that destroyed Diamond Server because he's a weirdo. I think he pays her, and in return for the money, like, she lets him mod it or something like that, which is like weird. That guy's so weird. He like LARPs as like somebody important. Nobody knows who he is. Anyways, another call happened while this swatting was going on, and the call was a fire. A fire was reported, and they had officers responding to it while it was being reported. And this was the farmers market call. If you guys remember, there was another call. Somebody was threatening to blow up the farmers market, and there was a report of fire and a report of smoke in the area. Doesn't mean there was a fire, doesn't mean there was actual smoke in the area, but it was reported. I believe that they did try to follow up with them. Actually, this call came from a crisis line, and they advised it was a prank for social media, so I think the crisis line knew. Another way swatters will swat people is they'll do it through like an intermediary service, like a suicide hotline or a veteran crisis line. And they'll basically make the threat so that the veteran crisis line calls the police, so they don't necessarily have to. They were eventually released, but they were held there for quite some time. So they were held for about 2 hours. Yeah, they were detained for about 2 hours. And so this is what the call of service report looked like. So yeah, we have the dispatchers. We have the 3 dispatchers. The 3rd dispatcher, 7452. That one was the one who received the 2nd call that we're looking at, and also the one that reported the 4 being released. Sorry if this is kind of scuffed. I know I'm not the best at reading reports, but yeah. And you guys are probably wondering why I don't have the body cam footage. The reason why I don't is because this investigation is actually pending, so they can't really release any body cam footage right now. And that's because this is like a serious case. So here's the incident report, and the incident report was written by. Remember how we knew that? Remember how we looked at Officer 9091? Where's he at? Williams. Remember how we knew he was a primary officer just by seeing when he arrived? Well, he's also the one who made this report. So that's like confirmation that he was indeed the primary officer. And this case has been forwarded to Homeland Security. So Homeland Security is now investigating this case. and it's marked over 90Z, which is other offenses. I redacted all victim information, but we do got like so the victim information, I I don't want anybody to know their names, so it's redacted basically everything. The reason why I did that is because I don't want the swatters to be watching this, because they probably will. I don't want them to target the people who were there. But the people who were there, it's going to be Bezo, Diamond, Kevin, and then the other guy. I don't know his name. I'm sorry. Well, I do know his name, but I redacted it. But this is the name information, the victim information. Like I said, though, I redacted most of everything just because I don't want the swatters to have anything to work with. If you're interested in seeing it, you could file the request yourself, though. But yeah. So here's the narrative report. So here's what we got from the primary officer.
I don't understand.
Yeah, again, Dozens being an idiot chat. Yeah, just make sure you bully Dozen about that. Okay, Bezo didn't hire the swatters. That's such a stupid thing to say. But yeah, we got, so on May 8th, 2026, I, Officer A. Williams, along with other Zone 3 officers, responded to a dispute with a weapon at 1919 Metropolitan Parkway, Southwest Atlanta, Fulton County, Georgia, with a male stating he was going to the location with a turkey costume on to kill everyone at the location. The unknown male also advised that he did have an AK-47 and a Beret M82 A150 caliber. Upon arriving at the location, the Zone 3 CSU units and I immediately saw the individual who was wearing the outfit and detained the individual who was wearing the turkey costume and the other individual who was with the male at the time of our arrival. During the detainment, one of the Zone 3 CSU units advised that the male didn't have any weapon that matched the description and advised that it was a prank call. The individuals detained, obviously you're going to be redacted, advised us that they were in the middle of a live stream during the incident and had no idea of the situation that was going on. We explained to the individuals the situation and why they were being detained. Right here it says Mr. This is Bezo. So Bezo explained that this had happened before in Sandy Springs, where a male called multiple times during the interview and stated that Mr. Bezo was an aggressor during the dispute that never happened at the location. Bezo explained that this happened 6 times in one day. I think it's actually 4 times. I think it was 4 times. To the point that Bezo left the location because it became a safety issue for himself and all the individuals who were at the location of the incident. Bezo also advised that he was in contact with Sandy Springs investigator Isaiah Tomlin, who was investigating the previous incident at the location. I later asked how they got to his location, and they advised that they took an Uber from Benyam Belay. Weird, they actually, I didn't redact the Uber driver, sorry. It says, while we were investigating this current incident, the same unknown caller who was called in a bomb threat at the Marriott. So that's actually this call right here, the Marriott bomb threat. So yeah, while they were doing this call, there was another call, which is crazy. These people are crazy. Yeah, at the Marriott Marquis location with another call from the veteran crisis operator, Raina, claimed they received a call from George Brown, which I think that's just a random name they used. I don't know who that is. They advised they were going to blow up the farmer's market. The veteran crisis operator also advised that the male prank called for the social media platform Kick. Let's see what we got here. While getting additional information, this is Diamond. Diamond also advised that she live streamed from Kick with the username Diamond the Barbie. Sergeant Coffin, it's a crazy last name, later came on scene, already aware of the situation, and he had already notified Homeland Security investigators of the situation. I later obtained information of the individuals involved, and it was later released. After releasing the individuals, Diamond gave me a call. A male under the name Sylveon is commenting on her live stream, laughing, bragging about how they successfully got the live streamers swatted on live, and just advised Diamond he is going to SWAT every Airbnb near them. He notified the sergeant of the update, and they have the screenshot from the live stream comments on the Axon body cam footage. I think you're saying "ta-da" like it means something, doesn't? This is like this is just Sylveon bragging about it. So this is what we have for the Diamond footage, man. This is what it is, and the reason why we can't get the body cams right now. I'll still try to get them, but it's probably going to be a while. You know, who knows how long it's going to take for us to get. And I'll zoom in so you guys can see it a little better. But yeah, who knows how long it's going to take for this case to wrap up. But one thing's for certain, like I'm not going to be able to get the body cam footage unless the case is closed. That's just how it works. But yeah, it was a crazy response, man. I mean, 15 officers showed up to this place, and they were not playing. They took this call very, very serious. Yeah, no, Dozen Roses never considered that Sylveon was lying to him because for some reason he trusts people who SWAT other people and laugh about it. He's very low IQ, Dozen Roses. Yeah, and Dozen, I believe that they did show screenshots with you communicating, because there is video, Dozen, of you communicating with the SWATers before the Marriott thing happened. So like, I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, you're in those reports too. But I guess I could do another FOIA for the for this specific one. I know it's in here, but I'm pretty sure it has its own call of service report and its own narrative report. But this is all related, right? So these swattings are related to the fish tank swattings, and for some reason they appear to just want to SWAT Bezo, which is honestly, it's kind of fucked up. I have a video of Dozen walking around swatting people with the guy. Yeah, Senryu, are you in the Discord? Why don't you I'll put the Discord link in the chat actually right now, and if you guys have any clips of Dozen, why don't you just send it to me, because I'll just forward them to Homeland Security myself, since Dozen wants to be weird about it. We don't need anybody swatting community members. And yeah, people were claiming that I was doing swattings. Like, no, I wasn't swatting anybody. And this police report, I think, proves that. So yeah, the Discord link is in there. It's pinned. If you guys have any like relevant clips when this happened, I would love to talk to Homeland Security. Yeah, I bet you would. I bet you would. Let's see. But yeah, these are the reports for that. Alex B reports, I'm still waiting on those. I actually did get 2 reports from the Alex B residents, but they were just for like domestic calls, and they don't say much. I guess I can release those on Twitter. But what I'll do with these guys is I'll just release these to y'all on Twitter, so you guys have everything that I just showed you. And that'll be the end. So yeah, this was supposed to be kind of a short stream. Honestly, it doesn't. If you wanna call them yourself, you can do that. I'm not gonna do that for you. Anyways, Dozen, you're an idiot. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, guys. I'll go live again when I have more info. Peace.
Wow. That was funny. That was really funny. Yeah, no. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have viewers anymore, dude. You're the only one. Yeah, I just wanted to go live real quick for that. I think that's really funny. I think the video that they have of me, I think they should send it to Homeland Security. Yo, what up? Oh my god, wow. I didn't expect so many people to be here. Good to see you too. No, I didn't swat anybody. Everything that you just heard is complete bullshit in terms of the video where I'm walking around swatting people. That's ridiculous. I mean, for those that were there, obviously what actually happened was that the swatter came into my chat. We were stream sniping Letty, and then the swatter came into my chat, and then my whole chat was, we already were near Letty, and then the swatter was doing some weird shit. But weird shit, not weird shit, I'm not here to judge. Obviously it's not something that I would do, but yeah, it was a very tense, weird moment. I would love to talk to Homeland Security. I would love to. I've said it before. I would love to. I want them coming to my house and talking to me, because I will tell them everything. And they need to look deeper into this Bezo hiring the swatter shit, because it's for real. Bezo did hire a swatter to swat Diamond, and just because they use his name, dude, these guys told me that they fucking hate Bezo. So sure, they probably took his money, they probably did it, they probably still put it under his name because they don't like him. What's interesting to me is that they didn't call out Bezo as the shooter. That's what's interesting to me. Oh, that's what's up, dude. I love good weed. Bezo swat you in your dream. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I'm sorry, but this guy said yesterday, he's like, dude, you're so stupid. Once we read the police report, you're gonna feel so dumb. Bro, what was in that police report other than Bezo's name, that they use Bezo's name? Whoa, dude, nah. Whoa! They use Bezo's name? I see you, the guy swatting my dreams. I was just a kid, how could you do that? I was just a child. Just a young child. It's annoying hearing some fucking retard like him. Like, Slacker Blue is only Slacker Blue because he takes the time to do the FOIA requests. He doesn't bring anything new to the table. He only FOIA requests body cam footage, and he FOIA requests police reports, and that's all he does. Bro, you do nothing. You opened up a police report, you blacked out some names, some information, and then you just read it word for word, and then you also like flexed your knowledge of the of what type of policeman is coming, and then you threatened me by saying that you're gonna forward some video of me to Homeland Security. Please do. Forward that shit. As opposed to what else? I don't know, like... like talk about the situation more. I don't know. Like he could even go into at least like I don't know, go into like okay, maybe he can't do anything right now, but you know what? It's just not enough. What are we doing? We're reading police report. I'm just saying that he doesn't have an analytical mind for this. He doesn't care about information that I have because I'm retarded to him. But like, dude, I mean, you see the kick log on the stream, right? Oh no, you don't. You don't see it here. What the fuck? Oh, that's that. All right, there we go. It's just gonna be a big piece of shit right there. Boom. Nico is cool too. What Nico? What? Who's Nico? Nico Avchid. But yeah, I mean, like what do we? I mean, I get it. Like, we need to have like the official story and shit. But like, you know how long that's gonna take? It's gonna take like a year, probably, like another year, and then we'll find out what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? I just I'm almost 100% positive that Bezo did it. Purely opinion, but I'm almost 100% positive he did it. Because I'm telling you, whenever I post these kick logs, he freaks out a little bit. I know he does. You do come off a little bit much at first. You're the kind of guy that girls on people. I think it's good to posting turns people off, but I say stupid shit online for fun, so I can't really talk. Yeah. And I'm now trying to repair my, but obviously I'm not even trying. Yeah, I appreciate that, Aperture. I feel that way too. That's why I feel like I have slowed down on the schizo posting a little bit though. No shit at all. I don't feel shit. Trust me, I know what position I'm in terms of like how everybody feels about me. But I don't know. I think over time that'll change. I just think that I don't know. To me, it's kind of annoying that my opinion isn't even being like considered here when we have like actual logs from the Swatter. The Swatter named in the fucking video that he just showed. This name right here, Sylveon. That name is literally in the fucking police report. This person talked to me. I'm sorry, but this person talked to me about shit. By the way, they had no reason to tell me anything. They were hopping stream to stream, swatting everybody. They had no reason to they didn't even know who I was. I think somebody may have mentioned Bezo or something, and that's when he started talking about him, but I think I was like talking shit or something, like I was near Baccarat. They came into my chat, the Swatter, and they told me, like, do you see that kick log right there? That's what they told me. Bezo, what was it saying? It's so tiny right now. Bezo hired us to swat down. Yeah. And there's another kick log, very fun. There's a really fun kick log in here. Check this out. Why though? Why would they lie to me multiple times? What's the point? They don't know who I am. They had no I. They don't know who. They had no idea who I was. What's the point of telling me all this when they don't even? You know what I mean? Like, who am I? You know what I mean? Who am I to be able to cause damage like that? How does he know? How do they know? They don't know me. For the lulz? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. But if they were really fucking with me, they wouldn't have completely left me alone the next day. Because they came to my stream again, and then I told them, look, if you're gonna stick around, I probably can't stream anymore, blah blah blah. And then they left for real, and they never came back. I've no reason to disbelieve them at all. There's no reason for me to. To stir up drama? What do you mean, dude? Like, here's the thing about stirring up drama. They're in Russia swatting people for fun. What do you mean stirring up drama? They don't give a fuck about the little bitch ass drama, dude. They want Bezo swatted over and over and over again until he cries in a pool of his tears. Like, I think it's because they were on one. They were going to every stream and bragging about how they were about to swat them. You can look at their kick logs. They were doing this to a ton of different streams, not even related to Fish Tank, and they were doing it for the. That should be working. Oh, that's not working right now. Damn. 1 second. Let me pop that open. Yeah, but they'll take his money. That's what I think. And they knew Bezo was with them, so it's like, it's a twofer. Not only do they get free money from Bezo, but they also get to swat him. And they get to know where he is. Like, if I was a swatter, that would be fun. You know what I mean? And you get money from him. I just don't see like a serious reason to just say. I don't see a serious reason to just be like, oh no, this isn't it. This is nothing. Like, oh no, they were definitely lying to me. Like, one time I was in high school, I blocked my number and called my bully, pretended it was the other bully. One second, we got another celebrity in the chat, dude. We got Aperture and let me see. Sorry, I forgot your name real quick, bro. Connor Wood. The Entertainment Express 2025 is Connor Wood. What's up, Connor? How you doing? And TTS is ready, or so I think it is. Oh no, it's not. Just because he hated him for the lulz. Yeah, I have no reason that they didn't, or I have no reason to not believe him right now. And every time I posted it, Bezo's been in my chat before. He's been in my chat. He's been in my YouTube chat. He's been in my fucking Rumble chat. I don't know if he's been in my YouTube chat, but he's been in my Rumble chat. And he did not like me posting those kick logs. He's never denied them, which is interesting to me. It's like, why wouldn't you deny that and just say it's fucking retarded? But no, he doesn't deny it. As far as I can tell, he swatted himself. Should be working now. Oh, it's not for a certain reason. Ugh. Damn, dude, I suck. But yeah, I don't know. Here's the thing, okay? I would have at least hoped that that Slacker Blue would have at least put up these kick logs and then said something about them and then been like, these are retarded. Instead, we're just treating them like they're absolutely nothing. And that to me is kind of ridiculous. Being that this is the name of the swatter that's listed in the police report, blah blah blah. Like, this is a big deal. If Diamond actually swatted herself, that's a fucking big problem. And I think she did. Again, like, I've said this before, but when I was hanging out with Diamond, those views were everything. Everything. She was up on a super high off of the Diamond Tank shit, and then she realized that her numbers were going back down. She's like, fuck, my views. It's like, she's gonna do something crazy. What? Included me? I left. What do you mean? I said, fuck you, and I got the fuck out of there. And then I watched as she continued to put people in danger. I was like, damn, what the fuck is this dumb bitch doing? Also, I mean, just walking around with Bezo is a liability. So even if they didn't get swatted by Bezo, which I don't believe that that's fake. You're still walking around with Bezo, bro. Bezo is SWAT City. All day, all night, every day, every night, for life. That's what happens to him. I'm not upset at all about any of that. Again, I left. Drew's famous parties is gonna be insane off the hook. What is that? Oh. Sorry. Wait, is Slacker in this chat and I just don't see it? No, right. Okay. What is this? What is this Drew's famous parties thing? Oh yeah, true. Thanks, Krillin. Who's up, my boy? He seems kind of angry about stuff. Oh, what? Message retracted. Wait up, I gotta restart this after doing one thing. But yeah. I'm just kind of peeved about, and, oh wait. Yeah, and sorry, Stranger One, let me get back to you on that. Sorry, I read that wrong at first. Yeah, we don't get why Slacker has a problem with this, like, it just feels like Slacker is either, he just doesn't like my opinion, so it immediately has to be the opposite opinion. It's like, okay, it's cool, but aren't you the guy that's like supposed to be pretty like if you're FOIA requesting things, you probably look at things with an analytical eye, I would hope, and look at them from a non-biased perspective, but instead you'd rather disregard some information just because you don't like me. That's fucking gay, right? Like, that's gay. Cool, you don't like me. Cool. All right, now let's get past that. Let's get past the little baby thing that you're doing where you don't like me and you don't want to listen to me because you're a baby. Well, let's get past that, and then let's look at the kick logs again, okay? Because they're right there, they're right here. Anybody can look them up. I didn't. Oh, wait. I didn't fake these. Okay. I didn't fake these. I can't believe it. It took me that long to figure out which way to point. I didn't fake this shit. You can look it up yourself, and you can also look up the logs of Sylveon within around that time. You'll find that he was in just like random, non fish tank related streams, swatting him and bragging about it, being like, "Oh, you're near this shop here." You know what I mean? Like that. It was crazy, and this person was pretty infamous for this thing because I started hearing about them before they came into my chat. That's how I knew who it was. But I was hearing about him just through the grapevine. It had nothing to do with Bezo or anything. I didn't know who the fuck this person was, and all of a sudden they're freaking everybody out, kind of. And then they're in my chat all of a sudden. And they're talking about Bezo. And I'm like, damn, this is crazy. I don't think that this person came on the map and then all of a sudden just figured out everything about me and what was going on between me and Diamond and Bezo and all this other shit. There's no way they knew all that. Maybe they heard about me through something, but I was just, to me, I'm assuming I was just another live streamer that was about to get swatted until, like, we started talking. But, you know, it was crazy. It was a crazy time. And, I mean, I don't know. Just wild shit. Anyway, I just wanted to get on, talk about that for a little bit. I don't think I'm going to do a long stream. I've been trying to, I was trying to actually just not stream at all today, just to kind of take a day off, but then this came around. I'm like, there's no chance I'm not watching this on stream. Anyway, I appreciate you all tuning in. Honestly, the way I'm going to start trying to do streams is when I actually have something to talk about, come in and actually talk about it, but then stick around. And maybe have a better plan for my stream, because I think it's been like, okay, better just get back to watching season 5. It's like, come on, bro. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I appreciate y'all.